My question's to the Minister for Sport and Recreation. Minister, can you please inform the House of the progress made in addressing social issues in my electorate through the Southern Wheatbelt Sport and Recreation project?
Minister for Sport.
Yeah, and thank you very much to the member for Central Wheatbelt. And it's interesting we're just talking about actually doing things out in those country areas, those wheatbelt areas that really make a difference. This is just another example, because I thank the member for a question, and she's involved and understands this project. Back in January 2012, I approved $310,000 from the sports wagering account to the YMCA to coordinate what we call the Southern Wheatbelt Sport and Recreation project. And I just want to update the House today. And this project, Southern Wheatbelt Sport and Recreation project, is a whole of community initiative, and it's aimed at increasing sport and recreation activity and increase the participation rates and the skills, but at targeted groups in the towns of Narrogin, Wagin, Brookton and Pingelly and those regions. Now, it's interesting what this resulted from, because it resulted from an analysis, a really thorough analysis that took place through the community. We had intensive community engagement, and this was as a result of a move to try and address some of the suicides we had, particularly in the Indigenous community, not just in the Indigenous community, but particularly in that community. And I think this is another example of how we take suicide prevention seriously. I know yesterday the Premier met with, I think it was the Dumbarton Aboriginal Corporation in relation to some of the suicide issues that they had were concerned about. The Premier actually met with them yesterday, and I know that the Minister for Mental Health also has a program running in the Wheatbelt. So we take this really seriously. The issues in the Southern Wheatbelt really have required the community to get involved. That was the whole idea, was to involve the community. And I think local members would know that some of these programs, I think, really work well when the community takes ownership of them. And that's been the case here. We've got the YMCA, we've got KEDAC, which is the Carter Coralini Employment and Enterprise Development Aboriginal Corporation that operates out of Narrogin. They're coordinating this project. I'm just pleased to report to date we've succeeded in achieving really well-developed partners with other sporting clubs, etc. in the area, and support from community organisations and our local governments. And this is a real key to actually making this count and getting kids involved. We've been able to leverage through this program. We've also been able to leverage through our kids sport program, which I talk about often. To date, the YMCA and KEDAC has referred 104 young children. 80% of these kids hadn't been registered with a sports club before, and YMCA and KEDAC are, I think, the third highest referral agent across the state in 2012 for kids sport. So we're actually getting kids involved, and this is, remember, trying to make sure they have good lives, good contacts, good social contacts, so we don't have suicides, etc. Just quick couple of examples. The Friday night beat ball program, attracting over 60 kids. They've had mental health forums across Narrogin and Wagin at this stage, and there's more planned. Guest speakers include people such as Heath Black, a footballer who the youngsters really do respond to, and a mental health professional in Charmaine Clark. The project has also secured Lottery West funding to purchase a community bus, which obviously is really essential when getting these kids around playing sport. And we've also established a reference group. I won't go on, Mr Speaker, but because we know in this project, it's started really well. It's really encouraging. I think we're getting results already, but we've got a long way to go. So this is only the start, and we'll continue to focus on some of those key areas that we've identified, which is kids sport, the involvement of the local sporting clubs, etc. I think it's a really good investment by government. It's great collaboration with the community sector, which I think will make this work. And it's only a smaller program, but it's really making a difference, and I'll keep the House advised.
Thank you, Minister. Further questions?